Hey guys, Deslutter Magic here. I'm going to try to filter out the background noise because, well, crypto mining, chia mining, everything, Ethereum, everything's gone crazy. My house is just basically a server room at this point. Bro, I got like windows open and fans running up and down the stairs, and it's getting wild. But I mean, for $80 a day, I think I'll do that. Just my 3080 is making $21.62 per day. But anyway, this ain't the crypto video. We're talking about Oko. That's right. Oko is starting his own cryptocurrency called Oko Coins. All right, so buried in the bottom of the article entitled Welcome to the Summer of Legend on Daily MTG, posted on May 6th, there's one little section that starts off by saying, and there's one more MTG Arena moment you should know about. They didn't even give it its own heading, nothing. This is like the very last little hidden section right before the outro or whatever. So get this. In July, we're running a short but exciting event called Mirror Mirror. Imagine a world where Oko Thief of Crowns was printed with balanced abilities and became just another great historic card. Yeah, hello, 911. I'd like to report a murder that I just witnessed. Oh my gosh, what absolute mad lad savage wrote that. It had to have been somebody from the arena team who works in a different building and has no access to this website. Okay, I thought for sure I would scroll up and it would just say archive or something. No, Adam Styborski wrote it. Who's that? Heck if I know, but damn. Bro going hard on Wizards. He ain't pulling any punches. He like walked up to Wizards of the Coast headquarters, he kicked in the door, he just walked in, just started left, right, turning people into 3-3 Alex. Just a massacre. He might as well have written, imagine a world where Wizards of the Coast actually gave a crap and knew what they were doing. Bro, who is this guy? Let's see, it says Stibes, which is his last name because his last name's Styborski, has played Magic the world over, writing and drafting as part of the event coverage team and slinging Commander everywhere his decks will fit. Okay, I mean, nice bio, but does he work for Wizards? My guess is either no or not anymore. By the way, I only read half of it. The actual full statement is, imagine a world where Oko Thief of Crowns was printed with balanced abilities. Damn, bro. And became just another great historic card. What if Teferi Time Raveler was printed where he was more of a friend than a foe to the format? Okay, that's like tame by comparison. Imagine a world where Teferi Time Raveler wasn't a menace to society and the community as a whole. Anyway, in Mirror Mirror, you'll explore this other universe of decks. Oh, we're going to an alternate universe. When they printed the card in reality, this is not like, oh, it's a lore thing. Oh, we're going to planeswalk. No, this universe, real life, is the one in which you printed Oko and Teferi. You can't just come out and say we're going to another universe when we're not. We're still in this one. So Wizards is trying to literally rewrite history while simultaneously rewriting the laws of physics to make up for their two mistakes. Great. Fantastic. Great to see them finally taking responsibility and acting like adults. So yes, in this Mirror Mirror format coming out in July, you'll explore this other universe of decks featuring rebalanced versions of some of Historic's iconic banned cards. So their goal was not to like, I don't know, undo the power level creep and damage done by the 3 historic anthologies or 4 or however the hell many are out at this point. Their number one goal is to take the ban list and try to like cover for themselves and be like, oh, well, we were close. It wasn't a complete disaster. We were close, guys. We just need to tweak some numbers and rebalance some things, and then you can have these cards back. These cards that everybody hates. It's universally reviled by the entire community. So instead of moving on and moving forward and hoping people forget about them, we're going to put them back in your hands. Who the thought that was a good idea? You ban it and move on. This is more of this waffling, ooh, do it, undo it, ooh, it's on temporary suspension bullshit that they've been doing in Historic the whole time. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna suspend it, but then we're gonna reassess it later because maybe something changed. Well, maybe it didn't because you made a mistake. There's like 5,000 other cards in Historic to play with. Can we just -1 and move on with our lives instead of being obsessed with it? And this is the same Mark Rosewater bullshit that we constantly see where he's like, I'm gonna kind of sneak Storm back into the Izzet Guild in War of the Spark. I'm going to kind of sneak poison back in, or like infect, or, both. Well, technically, in most cases, 1 point of damage did 2 poison counters, so it's actually mega infect without wither, but still. And then Mark's like, oh, a couple years ago we tried to do companion and nobody wanted me to because it was so broken, but I'm not going to give up. We brought it back. I wanted it to work. It's like any mistake that these idiots make, they are like obsessed with like going back in time in a time machine and doing it just right so that they don't look like an absolute incompetent moron. Well, I got news for you, wizards. Us players don't have the short memories that you think we do, and we're a hell of a lot smarter than, first of all, you and your design department, and two, this manipulative bullshit. We see right through it. I have not heard one positive comment since this news article came out about, oh good, Oko and Teferi are coming back. I can't wait to use them. Hell, people don't even build decks in Historic. They just copy it off of MTG Goldfish, like literally copy and paste, import it into Arena, get out mom's credit card, burn 1,000 wild cards, and there we go. I've got the god tier broken winning deck until they ban it, and then I'm going to go on the internet and bitch about it because I can't get free broken wins without thinking anymore, running a brainless net deck and pretending that that's an accomplishment. Time to grow up and stop playing Pro Magic Player just because you can go download some broken turn 4 crap, okay? Learn how to build a deck. Let's start with that, and if you're not interested in that in a deck building game, then go find a different game. So yeah, this is the most unnecessary stupid thing ever, but I will say what they're probably doing is ripping off what other games have done. So let's take Domain TCG, for example, and I think maybe Hearthstone worked this way too. Also, full disclosure, Domain TCG, former and kind of ongoing sponsor of the channel. Oh, and if you like some of the card art, they put some of it on shirts and other merch now. You can get a mug with Boggy Boy on it. Oh yes, go check it out, just saying. This video isn't even sponsored, I just think they look cool. I think all the merch info is on the Domain TCG Discord server. Anyway, what Domain does is they'll look at the stats, they'll look at, win rates and that kind of stuff, all digitally collected because all the games are online, obviously. And then they'll say, okay, this card just doesn't die, or anybody running this, they have too high of a win rate, or this combination, it's just that nothing in the game can reasonably beat this. And so instead of, okay, we're banning the card, your entire deck collapses, and if you were playing insects, oh well, you're not now because you lost your main card. He'll just be like, you know what, 40 hit points, let's go to 30. 8 attack, let's drop it to 6, but then we'll put like a push move on it. Yeah, moving 4 diagonally is too much. We're going to limit it to 3 and see what that does. Just subtle little tweaks like that. So instead of let's swing the banhammer, boom, that card's gone. It's like, let's just tweak it. Let's change the numbers and see what that does. Because unless you really don't know what you're doing, that the card was close. And yeah, I'll admit it, Oko was close. They just needed to put the defensive removal ability on a negative instead of a positive, obviously. You don't put a creature removal effect on a plus. That is insane. So whether or not you consider that close, I guess, is a matter of opinion, but I'll tell you right now, Teferi Time Raveler, nothing was close about him, nor was the Teferi before him, which was even worse. What are they going to do, make him cost 4 and leave all the abilities just as it was? What are you actually going to do to fix Teferi? I'm curious, but anyway. Yeah, this is a move in the wrong direction. Nobody wants this, nobody asked for this. We all moved on. I don't know why Wizards didn't, just kidding, I do. That's how all of their egos and personalities work at Wizards of the Coast. They want to run revisionist history, circle back around in the time machine, and fix the timeline from the mistakes that they made. I've got an idea. Put that amount of effort into not making the card broken in the first place. So while it is an interesting take and it does work, it's an exceptional way to balance the game, obviously, provably from other card games that they're copying from. Do we really need more fragmentation? Because remember, already we've got the A symbol cards that are from like the tutorial or the welcome decks or whatever the hell, but they're only in Arena. Like you can look these cards up on the Gatherer, they don't exist, and yet I'm playing a standard constructed game ranked online with this card that doesn't exist and isn't in any database anywhere. And there's like 90 to 100 of them, if I remember correctly, and like 3 of them are highly competitive. Yeah, so standard on Arena is not standard in paper. I cannot build that deck and take it to F&M, nor is there a replacement for the 4 of card that I'm running that's a little A symbol series card. So I literally cannot build or play a deck like that, even similar to it, in paper. So we're already fragmented to hell between paper and digital. Now they're going to make it even worse because Oko will do one thing in paper and be banned, and then do another thing in digital and not be banned. But it's the same card with the same name. If you're gonna do that, first of all, change the damn name. Instead of Oko Thief of Crowns, call it like Oko the Crown Thief or, you know, whatever, like just for the distinction, because it's not the same card. There is a hard rule in the game that you can't have two different cards with the same name that do two different things. They have to be identical. So that's step one, and then step two, don't do this. Just leave the cards banned. And then step three is ignore everything I said and stop printing broken push shit in the first place. Please follow the steps in order, Wizards of the Coast. Honestly, just leave the banned cards banned. This obsession with fixing your mistake and proving to everybody that it wasn't that bad and you got really close. Just give it a damn rest, Wizards. Holy shit. And so, okay, people are going to say Historic is a format that doesn't exist in paper. Well, it does because you can play it in paper, just saying. But I guess officially, unofficially, it's a digital-only format, so okay. So if it only exists in digital and the ban list only applies to digital, then if they unban a card and then it works a little different, I guess that's their excuse. Like, it doesn't touch paper and there is no paper equivalent, except it's still really confusing. How many times have you thought, like, oh, that card from Standard, that card from Historic, that card from that draft I just did, that card I've been playing with on Arena, that would go great in my Commander deck, and then you go pick it up and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't do what I thought it did. Well, the answer is 0 times, but that number is going to go up past 0 when they do this. So just dumb, just absolutely idiotic. The best scenario is both of these open up like 2, 3, 4 new deck ideas, and they become highly competitive and exactly match the meta, and the number of tier 1 decks, like, I don't know, doubles or whatever, goes up by 10, 20%. I don't know. Okay, was that worth it? I mean, they're both annoying as hell cards. Like, would adding 2 decks, in theory, maybe a little bit more, because Oko was in multiple, to the meta, is that worth unbanning 2 cards? When you could just roll the dice on whatever comes out next. I mean, arguably, yes, but like, if we were to go 10 years in the future and look back and be like, oh, it's just 2 cards, who cares? Look at all the other options we have. The answer would be no. So this is just an ego thing. This is a reputation thing. This is just sad, pathetic, unnecessary, stupid, and hated by every single person that happens to be talking about it. So I thought I'd make a video about it. What are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments section. Now, I don't mean to bias the discussion in any way, but if you think that this is a good idea, don't go down to the comments section. Keep it to yourself. Seriously, you're an idiot. Shut the f*** up. So let's go have a fair and balanced discussion about this down in the comments section. I'll see you down there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next video.